Hi everyone, and welcome to or welcome back to our channel. I've got my fake fireplace, my fake tree, my very, very cute ugly sweater, and I am super excited to be beginning a 25-day Christmas video challenge. Sundays, Alex and I are still going to bring you our regular scheduled content with a Christmas twist. So for today, to kick off the month of December, we are going to start with a Christmas tag. Okay, so question number one is, when do you start to get excited about Christmas? I talk about Christmas all year round. But I get really overboard probably around October 1st. So when do your decorations go up? My tree for the past 4 years has not come down. One day I was just going about putting my lights on my tree. I had a ladder, the whole thing. I was squinting, turning off the lights, backing up, cocking my head to the side. And I just loved the way that the lights were put on the tree. And so I decided, you know what, that was a whole lot of work. I don't think I want to have to do that again for a while. And so my tree has just been chilling. I don't understand how people can take trees and take them down the day after Christmas or the day of Christmas, because to me, it's so much work that goes into making a tree look as wonderful and beautiful as it does. And then I've got to take it down. I know that seems crazy to some of y'all, but it brings me joy. It's not hurting anybody. Let me live. What's on top of your Christmas tree? What's atop my tree is a star. It's a gold star representing the Star of Bethlehem. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Ooh, this is hard. The first one that's really coming to the forefront is Muppet Christmas Carol. And I think that's just because of the nostalgia attached to it, but my family watches that every single year. It's one of the movies that we kick off the holiday season with. Have you ever had a white, oh yes, of course, yes, I've had white Christmases. I love snow. I love the way it looks. I love the way it falls. So every Christmas I've gone back up to New Jersey to spend it with my family, because for me, a Christmas without snow, or at least the threat of snow, isn't Christmas. Where do you usually spend your holiday? I've always spent my holiday in my childhood home. I know now that that was because our family didn't have all the funds in the world to be able to travel and do all the things, but I like the fact that we did stay at home because it kept the focus on the family. That's just what has become synonymous with the season for me, is being with my family to celebrate the day that our Savior was born. Ooh, what is your favorite Christmas song? My favorite Christmas song is by Michael Ball. It is called Driving Home for Christmas. Well, that's a lie. I like two of them. Okay, so Michael Ball, Driving Home for Christmas. And the second one isn't necessarily, well, I guess it's a song, but it doesn't have lyrics. Carol of the Bells by David Foster. I love that song. What do you like most? Staying at home with your family or traveling with them on Christmas? No, staying home. There was one year my mom proposed that we traveled to Pennsylvania for Christmas, and there was almost a mutiny. Like we were not about it. We wanted to be at home in our house that we grew up in for Christmas. Do you open presents on Christmas Eve? No, I do not. It's going to be interesting moving forward though, because Alex is Latin American, and in Latin America, the Christmas celebration starts on Christmas Eve. And from what I understand, people do open presents. Are you a pro at wrapping presents, or do you? I'm a pro. I really get like an OCD type satisfaction out of the crisp lines on the edge, and like making sure that everything is tucked in and taped the right way, and the bows and the coordination and the labels, and yeah, no, I love wrapping presents. What's your most memorable Christmas memory? On Thanksgiving Day, the radio stations would start playing Christmas music. We would finish Thanksgiving dinner, then my family would go upstairs and start bringing down the boxes of decorations, the tree, because we always had a fake tree. One of the first things that we would do, my father and I, was to take out all of the lights that we had saved. I would daisy chain the lights together, and growing up, our family had colored lights on our tree. I'd turn off all the lights downstairs and I would plug in the lights. I would be laid out on the floor looking up at the ceiling, and I just remember thinking that that must be what the Aurora Borealis looked like. After that first year, I would do that every time that we unraveled the lights and just think about what it looked like to be underneath the aurora borealis, and that was my equivalent. So yeah, that's my favorite Christmas memory. Do you prefer giving or receiving at Christmas? I definitely prefer giving. For me, giving to someone is probably one of the most rewarding things about Christmas. Not just presents, but the idea of serving others and giving to others is something that really fills my tank and feeds my soul. What is the best Christmas gift you've ever received? Funnily enough, the best Christmas gift I have received was a genealogy test. For the longest time, my family would just say, oh, we're Black, white, and Native American. We're Black, white, Native American. Because I speak Spanish, there are people who will ask me all the time if I'm Dominican, Puerto Rican, whatever. And I got really curious about my own genealogy by not really having a straight answer for those questions that I was getting from others. I asked my mom and my dad to complete a 23andMe and an Ancestry DNA kit. It was really cool to find out the genetic breakdown or the racial breakdown of the different components that make up my family and my family history. Oh, what's the worst you've ever received? Okay, I have a sister. She would buy things that she liked for herself for other people. One year she got me a perfume. I am really allergic to a lot of different perfumes and scents and stuff. I was just sneezing and broke out in hives, and the whole thing was not good. How old were you when you realized the truth about Santa? I was pretty young. We were told at a very, very young age, hey, Santa's not real. He's a story that you're going to hear. He's based on someone named Saint Nicholas and da-da-da-da-da. But Jesus is the reason for the season, and Jesus is the reason why we are able to get you your presents. So these come from Jesus. What's your favorite Christmas food? Ooh, this is a toss-up. Well, dessert counts, right? So my mom makes an amazing pecan pie, and she would make these little pecan pie tarts that she would call tassies, pecan tassies. I could eat, oh gosh, I would chipmunk those things. I love them so much. Why is Christmas your favorite holiday? Christmas is my favorite holiday because it was the holiday that my family celebrated most. But it wasn't necessarily just about the presents. The story of the birth of Jesus Christ was something that was very central to the way that we celebrated Christmas and the way that I continue to celebrate Christmas to this day. I also just love the familial aspect of it. I love the community that Christmas creates. While we should be kind and loving and caring toward each other throughout the entire year, there's something about Christmas that makes everyone kind of feel more inclined to be kind, more inclined to be giving, more inclined to be generous, more inclined to be joyful. Everybody is a bit more the way that humanity should be. So I think it's a beautiful reminder every year of what could be if we applied these principles all year round. There are people who have, there are people who have not, and you need to be grateful for what you have, but also share what you have with others so that they aren't left out. So y'all, that is December 1st, day one in the books. Thank you so much for watching. As we always say on our channel, with God, all things are possible. And I am looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.